Hey everyone, Mike Minigaming here, and welcome back to Space Engineers. So the ship's almost done. It just needs one more wheel installed, and I have that put into production. I only put 2 atmospheric thrusters on it right now. I'm gonna put one on in the back in a second here. One problem you may see here is, although these are matched up correctly, this is now sticking out a little weirdly over here. We can make that look less derpy in a second here. I'm planning on these like regular blocks here, changing them into like more design blocks in a little bit, but I'm probably gonna do that after we collect some stone and bring it back to our miner and keep doing that. Because right now I am getting sick and tired of hand mining, I'm gonna be honest. And while, like I said, this isn't the most effective way of getting our mining stuff, it's a decent way. So we'll just get it all set up here by doing this. Actually,
Fuel
I think.
low.
Oh my fucking god! I am tired of not having
Fuel
extra fuel
critical.
tanks. It is such a pain in the ass in this game. Okay, what do I need to get rid of? I need to get rid of battery. Because I need the small conveyor curve tube, not the one I had. So yeah, I need interior plate. That's all I should need, really. Here, since we need one of these and one of these, let's put that in there and grab that stuff, because I'm pretty sure I have some already made. Probably not. Let's see, did I get any interior plates? No, so we didn't have any interior plates. Okay, I wanted to go over something real quick, and that's why I came back in anyway. Because I know this is boring to watch people build stuff sometimes, but there is a problem with the production. When you have stuff in production, anything you try to put behind it, like say I decide to add the 2 conveyor tube things to this, it won't make them until it tries to make all of this stuff first. Because remember how I had all those steel plates in production just to keep track of how much iron I needed? Well, when I did that, I tried putting stuff in front of it and I found a glitch. You're supposed to be able to put stuff in front of it that's part of production and it'll automatically do that first, but it kept skipping what I put in front of it and just doing what it wanted to do. So I don't know if that's like a bug or if that's just something that happens and you have to just deal with it, you know, type thing. But unfortunately, I still need a hand drill because I have to get enough to get that wheel completed and craft my, oh yeah, I'm out of fucking hydrogen. That's why I was on the ground, I forgot about that. But, and I need to be able to finish those conveyor junctions. Thankfully, it costs like almost nothing to make those, so it won't be a big deal, but it's still a pain in my ass, because I'm like, usually I have my ship completed way faster than this, and I'm sure by the time this episode gets posted, people will have theirs already finished too, saying, man, you're behind. And I'll accept that. But yeah, see, like, when you have production like this, it is supposed to grab what it can do and finish that first. But for some reason it was glitching and it was only doing like stuff that would take the most amount of materials to do it and then not let me grab anything else. And I'm like, okay. Anyway, we should be able to finish the tire since that's what we were finishing first. So at this point, This is functionable and would be able to be driven around. But I don't want to have it like this because then the only place the stone will go is right into the cockpit, and we do not want that. I did not mean to get into the cockpit either. Okay, so I want to come in here to the control panel because I want to show you something here. So don't worry about the landing gear, that's not at all important. What is important is these thrusters. So both of these thrusters are up thrusters. It doesn't say it anywhere on here, but that is what it is. And what we use these for, along with the gyroscope that we're eventually going to make, these will be allowed to get us a boost if ever we find ourselves not able to get over certain things, so that we can use those as a way to get over them. Now, of course, there is a little bit of a problem with that at the same time, because right now, as you can tell, it doesn't tell me that they're upwards thrust. That's because we don't have the gyroscope. I was supposed to have already built that. I'm sorry, I didn't get around to it. I ended up having to take a break from the game after that last episode that I did. So we're just going to put the gyroscope right here, build what we can of it. You know, I hope the iron, no, there's no iron, there's no steel plates in the other thing that I was building. I don't care about that H button that I accidentally pressed. It really doesn't matter. Okay, let's refill our hydrogen, even though we're probably running low. Let's see, yeah, we're running low on hydrogen now. That's not good. That means we have to refrain from using our jetpack as long as possible now. Let's see. Set everything else into production. Go and hand drill a little bit more stone so that we can get that done. You will cut this out, you jackass. Anyway, here we go. Alright, here we go. That should be all the stone we should need, I hope. No, because we're making this. Oh, no. Yay, okay. Alright, and let's finish attaching that. We definitely don't want that to just blow up on us. Okay, now that we have the gyroscope, there is a problem with the gyroscope. Let's come in here, open up our thing here, and now the gyroscopes are telling us that we're going to use them to go up. So if we hit spacebar accidentally at any time, they'll turn on. Okay? And that's not a good thing. Because right now, if our gyroscopes send us up, like if our atmospheric thrusters send us up, and then I accidentally bump the mouse, this thing will flip upside down and explode. So we want to be careful about how we make our next move here. So we could put the atmospheric thruster that I want to build on the bottom here. But once I drop this to the ground, you'll see why that's not an option. But before we do drop this to the ground, we want to come in here to this thing. And we want to take our wheels maybe add just a tiny bit of strength to them. Let's do about 15. That power is okay. We want to lower the speed limit to about, we'll try 100 for now. That's usually a good start. Propulsion override, don't worry about that. Friction, we'll leave that alone. Height offset, leave that alone. Okay, the ones that I have front on, there's a reason for that. These other tires turn their steering off. Trust me, if you keep that on, you will hate yourself for it. Okay, and so we got that. So now when we drop this, it should be safe. And once you drop it, you can't pick it back up unless you use some nefarious deeds. Now we might want to make it a softer landing, so let's get some steel plates down here. Put one. We don't have any steel plates. God damn it. Of course. Trust me, you will hear me swear about that more than anything else. Like, it's like I said about the inventory full thing being a, like, you're like, oh, you would get used to that, right? No. That and running out of steel plates is two things that just always piss me off. Okay, so this should be safe to drop now with that little extra impact reducing stuff, because this is a little far off the ground. Now the thing is, the atmospheric thrusters might turn on once I release this anyway, and that might just keep it from crashing into the ground, which could actually be a good thing. So we'll see. Let's see what happens. Deep breaths, everyone. Yay! The atmospheric thrusters did try to help it land on the ground. So that's good. That is very good. So let's hop on in here, get out of this third person view, drive this forward a little bit. Oh no. It can't turn. Ah, it's because the gyro is trying to control it. Well, that's actually not a bad thing. I mean, that does make it turn really well, but I don't like it, so... Whoa, no. This could end well. Yeah, this could end very, very well. This thing is just gonna float until it runs out of battery. Oh no. So that's the one thing I recommend you don't do, is you don't panic like I did. Because that's what happened. I panicked, I hit spacebar, and now we're just flying off somewhere. Never to see our base again. Now you can hit C to try to help yourself land, but because we're gaining speed, I don't think I want to do that. But this is a test I wanted to try, so I'm actually okay with this. It is a shame that there's no way to slow this thing down. Like, I just gotta wait for it to do its own thing. Pray to God that it, there we go. If I point it straight up, it'll stop. Oh, now it's trying to crash to the earth, I think. I wonder if I can get it to start going down. Another thing is, like, usually you want a gyro that, when you're driving, that overrides all of this. But that doesn't work if you're trying to fly, and that's why I'm trying to see what'll happen if I can get this damn thing to land, and then turn the thrusters off after I do. We're going too fast. We have no control. Now, like I said, this would be one of those moments where I would reset, but I can't reset. That's one of my rules. And so I'm sitting here and I'm just like, do I just let this thing blow up? I mean, I might as well do that at this point. The only thing I can try to do... Oh my god, I forgot I had the camera all fucked up. Is try and keep it from colliding with anything at too fast a speed. And that's easier said than done, you know, because, like I said, I've never had a gyroscope that was controllable like this. And this is where I said that you would want the gyroscope to just be override only if you're actually trying to, you know, fly, not use the wheels. I mean, okay, I got that backwards. You want your gyroscope to help protect you when you're oh, here we go. Good, we're flipped upside down. We can't drive anymore. Of course, that means this thing is probably gonna explode. Okay, I'm happy with that. This thing cannot move. I'm happy I can come in here, show you how to unflip this. So first things first, I don't know why it just grabbed all of those. Turn these off. Okay. And I think we have to also turn off the gyroscope to flip this. Okay. Okay, so how to flip your vehicle 101. It's actually easier than you would think. You just take a location that'll help you actually flip it. I think that'll be this side. And pray to God you have enough steel plates. I do, okay. And I don't have enough hydrogen. Unfortunately, this may not work. I don't know if that's big enough. That's not gonna work.
Fuel low.
Yeah, I'm fucked. I don't have enough hydrogen. This thing might just have to sit here for a while. But we're oh my god. Wow. Well, as my friends would say, this wouldn't be a Mike Money Gamer episode if I didn't fuck something up. So take a drink to that. Let's see. I can't tell. I mean, the problem is... Okay, we need to turn the brakes on too. To do that, you come in here, you activate your cockpit, and you say handbrake on, turn it on.
Fuel low.
Because that will be required if we flip it the way I want to flip it. Which I think flipping it towards me, towards this area here, might be the best choice. And then build a wall to catch it. Do we have enough to build a wall? No. But we have enough to build at least a small wall that'll help us not just tumble to our doom. Because how much does it take each time? Oh no, we have plenty, okay. So that should keep it from tumbling too far.
Fuel critical.
Okay, so let's try just building like this. Now the heaviest thing that we have is a battery. And so we need to go to the thing where we have the battery. Which, for some reason, it's none of them. Okay. This is what I see a lot of people use to try to flip this over, is they use a battery. Like I said, if anything blows up on this, I will be upset because I have to remine for it, but I'll be happy that I at least unflipped it. Okay, so we gotta grind this off. Alright, that's almost flipped. Can I get a slope on this? Can't, thank God. Alright. And then... Here, let's just get the battery on this. Though it's pretty much touching the ground, so I don't think it'll do anything, but yeah, it's still touching the ground. But look, that's almost got it completely tipped over. So what we need to do now is grind this away carefully, and this away, so we can put down more blocks. And what we want to do is put down some blocks on this side, so this can't fall back on its this side. Okay. Let's see what happens when I drill these away now. Ah! Okay. I don't know what this is gonna do when I let it go. Okay.
Fuel critical.
Phew. Alright. Now what we need to do is, now that the gyroscope is not on, we need to put it back on and turn it to override. Override controls. Turn it on. This thing won't turn. Okay, so that's a problem I've noticed before in the past. For some reason, you'll sometimes get your device not able to turn. I don't know if you can fix that by making all of them turn. It's never a good idea to do this, but if it works... No, because they turn opposite directions for some reason. Usually that means you have tires on the wrong side. See, like, they're turning opposite directions. So that means that we have something facing the wrong direction. Yeah, let's hit G when I meant to hit K. There we go. Turn steering off. Turn steering off. Okay, let's see here. Because I've tried changing the steering angle, that doesn't fix it. But we could try it. That started making it turn, but not very much. So this is a total bust, this vehicle. Wow, the parking brake is on and this thing's still rolling.
Fuel critical.
So at this point in time, there's unfortunately only one option we have to get this back to the base. And that is to put an atmospheric thruster on it, make the gyro not override, and just fly it back, and then try to figure out the wheel situation. Because, let's see. This is a left wheel, which is correct. From the way it's facing, it is a left thing. I don't know. I know that one time I actually had to make the wheels stick out a little bit more for it to work. I wish I had made a blueprint of the Rover I made, because I know that one works. That one turns and all that. I guess what I can do real quick is I can save it and go look at that one real quick. I'll let you guys see my, well, I'm not gonna let you see it, I guess. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I lied. I don't have a way to check my other, rover's build, and I don't have it saved as a blueprint, so I can't show it to you. But like I said, the only thing I could see wrong with this is this is on a 4 block, this is on a 5th block, and there's no way to fix that. But I would think that that wouldn't really cause an issue. So I'm kind of surprised myself, to be honest. Looking at it, I mean, it was the only way to get this to match up, though, was to put it on a 5th block. So I don't know. But like I said, we can get an atmospheric thruster on here, get it back to the base, grind the wheels off. But if I grind the wheels off now, it'll be in danger of disappearing, so we don't want to do that. So let's just get the thruster back. We can't build it right now. We don't have the materials. And I can't get back to my base. Oh boy. Well, I'm going to call this episode here because there's nothing else I can do on screen right now. And so I'm afraid that this episode won't even get posted. I mean, I will show the funny stuff, but other than that, I might just leave that in and call this this is part 5. So yeah, just call it part 5 failure, because like this thing is trapped here. I have to run all the way back to my fucking base. That's the only option I have since I ran out of hydrogen. I mean, there's literally nothing I can do to get this back because it will not drive. It's not drivable. If it was drivable, then yeah, I could take it back. But I would have to take a risk and try using the atmospheric thrusters as they are, and that's just not going to work. If this thing could turn, it wouldn't be a problem, you know, but it can't turn because the wheels are fucked up on it. I mean, I guess I can try messing with some of the height offset a little bit and see if that does something. That's just so weird. Because like I said, the wheels are on the correct side. I mean, I one time put 2 rights on the vehicle and it worked. Because like it doesn't matter if it's a right or left. It's supposed to just be for aesthetics reasons. We're rubbing bottom right now. Alright, slow down. Apply the parking brake.
Fuel critical.
What's being damaged? Stuff is getting damaged, I know that much. I mean, these things can take a beating, these suspensions and stuff. Apparently nothing's taking beatings. Okay. This might be too rocky, let's see. I don't think that was actually anything important.
Fuel critical.
Yeah, it's just a piece of steel. Of armor, you know, basically. I don't think I'm going to be able to find it, unfortunately, though. Yeah, I can't find it. I love how I said I was going to stop the episode and I just kept it going. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next episode when I hopefully get back to the base. Till then, everyone, bye.